Today on the channel, we're going to install this EVH D-Tuna on this EVH Wolfgang special. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to install this D-Tuna onto this Wolfgang special. You may be asking yourself a question, why on earth is there not a D-Tuna already on this Wolfgang special? Well, at the shop where I work, somebody came in and they stole the D-Tuna off of this EVH Wolfgang special. You heard that right, they came in and stole it right off the guitar, so I put a different Floyd Rose screw in there and got it up and running. And we got this ordered, so it came in today. So I figured it'd be some fun content for the channel. So I brought the guitar home and we're gonna put this thing on. These things are easy to install, so thought I'd give a step-by-step on what to expect if you're gonna install one yourself. First and foremost, you've gotta have a Floyd Rose system, okay? So a Floyd Rose licensed tremolo, and it's gotta be flush to the body like this. It's got to be locked down to the body, flush where it doesn't move. You cannot install a D-Tuna on a floating system. So all these Van Halen tremolos are flush to the body like this. So that's the first thing. Let's open this package and I'll show you what came in it. Okay, so let's take a look at the packaging here. So when you open it up, it comes in this really nice little plastic encasing. You got to be really careful not to lose any of this stuff because, for instance, this little spring is critical. You don't want that to fall out. And you've got your D-Tuna tuning adjustment wrench. You're going to need a Allen key that would unlock the Floyd Rose tremolo. So if you've got a Floyd Rose already, I'm sure you've already got that tool. So we need to get that out of our toolbox and get that ready to go. But other than that, this is what you get: the little tuning Allen wrench. You got the D-Tuna itself. You've got the screws that go into the Floyd Rose system. You got a pair of those and this little spring. Okay, so let's take a look at uninstalling the mounting screw on the low E string. So we're going to install this on the low E string. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so in preparation, I'm going to unlock the locking nut up here, and I'm going to loosen up the low E string just a little bit. Okay. So we've got this locking nut loosened up. So we're going to take, what we're going to do is we're going to take this screw out of here, okay? So we're going to take this out like so, all right? And this string is going to pop out of the Floyd Rose system. Make sure we don't lose this little metal block that's in here. That's kind of critical. All right, so that's ready to go. And we're going to take our thumb screw and we're going to unscrew this all the way so it's all the way to the top. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall this screw right here. Okay, so in our D-Tuna packaging, I'm going to take out this, I'm going to use the longer screw, and we're going to very carefully remove this little spring, and we're going to install the spring onto this screw here. Then we're going to take the D-Tuna device itself, which is this, and we're going to place it over this piece there. So there, as you can see, that spring allows this thing to move freely like this, okay? This has the Allen wrench hex tip on it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in place here. Okay, so this can be a little tricky to film. My hands are probably going to get in the way, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this device here, okay? And so the string is still out of this saddle. So we're going to need to put the string back in there as we do this. So I'm going to put the logo end where it says EVH. We're going to have that facing upwards, and in that screw that's in this saddle, that screw hole, we're going to screw the tip of this thing in there like this. Okay? The D-Tuna will be sticking out like this. So we're not going to push it in just yet. So now we've got to get this string back in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen up a little bit of the slack. It's not going to be on camera, but I'm going to unwrap just a little bit of this string off the tuning peg. So that gives me a little bit of movement here, a little bit of slack, so to speak. I'm going to stick that back in here, okay? Now we're going to do this and lock it down firmly. Okay, you don't want to go too tight, but you don't want it to be loose either because it'll pop back out. So that's pretty dang tight. Now the D-Tuna will lock in like this. So when it's pushed in, it's in standard, or you know, whatever, E flat, whatever you're tuned to, and then when you pull it out, it's going to be in drop D, right? So there you go, pulls out like that. This little screw on the side is what you tune it with. So the little Allen wrench that comes with this, if you twist it to the right, I believe that goes sharp, and when you turn it to the left, it'll go flat. So right now it's not in tune. It'll probably be close, but what I'm going to do is tune this string up to standard E or whatever. I think this is in standard. I'm going to tune this up with this pushed in, and then I'll pull it out and we'll see how close it is to actual drop D, and then we'll fine tune it if necessary. Okay, I've got the guitar tuned to standard. Hopefully you can hear this through the microphone. All right, so it's pretty much dead on. When I pull this out, let's check it out. We'll see how accurate this thing is. It's pretty close. Sometimes you gotta fine tune it just a little bit. I've never had a D-Tuna that was perfect, like perfect. I've always got to adjust it just a little bit. But you know what? I'd rock that. That's really close. This little screw on the side, you should be able to twist it clockwise or counterclockwise to fine tune it. If it's a little sharp or a little bit flat, I believe flat, you turn it to the left, sharp, you turn it to the right. But you know, I'm good with this. It sounds good. We'll put it back in standard. So we're ready to go. This thing was an easy install. I hope that this video was helpful. These things run about 35 bucks if you buy them from EVH. They're not that expensive. And if you've got a tremolo system like this, a Floyd Rose that's, you know, just the kind that you can nosedive with, it's not a floating system, D-Tuna is a great option if you do drop D and you know, want to play some Van Halen stuff like Unchained, hear about it later, things like that, or just some drop D hard rock. So hope this was helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.